Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. It's 6:45 in the morning. Still feeling a little bit weak, tired, and I was just looking at this piece over here, and also really I'm actually looking at this piece on the wall. You see where it shows red, and then it shows blue, and then it shows green. When it says the green is 24 hours, and it's more rectangular than it is square. The triangle is blue, and it's blue, and it crosses over lines, and then the red has to be for a person who's staying in this room more than 4 days. The blue triangular, okay, is 2 to 4 days, and the green is 24 hours. So I really can't think right now exactly. But what I do with this is, it's just like when you read hieroglyphics. You know what I'm saying? You read hieroglyphics, and this is what I do. I have to find something that relates to this somewhere else that explains this in another context, right? You like the clock where it shows, never starts at zero. You notice it never starts at zero. The clock starts at 12 all the way around to 24. I mean, the digital clock will start at zero, so that's another context of thought. But in here, we get back to this. I think my, yeah, okay, let me fix that. See, the thing is, it's I after E except after C. Now, when you put the E after the C and E, in the casino and games, in the game of craps, where 7 come 11, they call it. They also have an expression called yo. The expression called yo, right? The Y will create the key to the O world. I do not know what it means. I know this has to do with Mars. I know this has to do with movement of time. Time movement 3.75, and it starts at 4. This will spell U-G-N, gun. 3.75 Magnum, Clint Eastwood. Means nothing. Like I said, I create hieroglyphics. Is that what you want to call it? But I do my hieroglyphics through words, the alphabet, connecting them to numbers in a basic formation of A is 1 and Z is 26, and I'm beginning to start as Z is 1 and A is 26. 26 representing the dog. X marks the spot. X marks the spot. And we live in the dog world, so if X marks the spot, the dog pisses on the X, and the X is the 24th letter, the 3 reverse. This represents 5 and 9, 9 being the I birth to the E world of creation, 324 vibration, 18 times 18, all hieroglyphics, my friends. But here, at least, we, as layman people, can actually read it. At the same time, you can see I before E except after C, right? In this scenario over here, the word ill, okay, with 2 L's will say sick sky. But there must be a reason why there's not 2 L's, and I'm not going to get into it, right? Maybe the ill means also him. It's talking about the male, because in French, okay, L is female, il is male. Now, I don't care what anybody else says. This is my reading of hieroglyphics. When you put CE, it becomes 8. When you put CI, it becomes 12. In order to create this, okay, we take the dog, which is number 26. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 plus 6 is 8. And I'm going to put the minus over here as 4. Okay? And remember, once you put the minus as 4, inside the plus sign is the minus sign. Okay, we have to always understand that. If I put this, okay, so that's, this one will equal to my 12, multiplied will equal to my 96. This 1 and 2, right? When you multiply it, it creates 3 and 2 equaling 5 and 6. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 5. 3 times 2, 3 plus 2 equals 6. This represents the number 3, the number 7, the wolf, and the communication of vibration, because when the wolf howls, to the moving streams, bringing back all the animals, bringing back all the animals. This will then be multiplied to create 30 and 11, equaling to the minus 19, which is artificial intelligence, plus or minus, and if you add it, it equals to 41, the numeric value for DNA. The AD world from the BC world. So we take BC and we create AD of artificial intelligence. This is CNA is cardiac arrest, and that cardiac arrest has to do with the electronic heart. And that electronic heart, if you want, we can now, once we have the cardiac arrest, we can now connect the second heart and restart it running 2 worlds with a new power source so we don't disrupt the old power source. And now we have the full combination of deja vu. Dog 26. So now if we use the reverse of dog, we're now going to use Adam the dog, a dog, because the reverse alphabet of the 26th letter is A. We understood this. Now we're just going to use this as 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. When we multiply it, it becomes 28. That is our moon cycle, power up energy. When we add it, okay, it becomes 38. This becomes the church. That's just the numeric value that gives me what tells me it's the church. I don't remember where I got it from, because the word church in a basic simpleton count, oh yes, is 383, okay, 38338. 3 is the 21st letter, the 3rd letter, so 11, 3, 11. This, okay, 11, 3, 11 is the red ball in pool. That red ball in pool is a red ball, right? The 3 and 11, 11 is 1 and 1 is 2, and we're back to having alternate current. Creation of the DNA, alternate current, and 14 will create birth inside the sun, and will now create 29. 29 and 19 will equal to 39, and 39 is the letters C and I connecting to the sky system. Now I'm going to actually stop it here, because I'm quite sure I can go on and keep connecting. I don't want to get lost between all the work. The total of this, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, creating 5, okay, will now create, see, this is the plus, right? Will now create 58. When we put these two together, it creates 58. So now we put this together, and we now have the connected star system. We have on the line, and we have cutting through the lines. When you cut through the lines, you pick up the center number to each one, 5, 5, 5, 5. So you have 1 half here, 1 half here, 1 half here, and 1 half here. When you go bowling, this will count for a 2 shots, and half means I have the spare and whatever I get on the next throw. This will now create my 5 in the center, igniting and telling me the X, the O will go. So what's missing? The O is missing in the center to the X. Each one of these will be a value of 5. When you take numbers, all numbers, right, is 9. So I'm going to use each one of these squares, okay, as a value of 9. And maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm going to stop right here because I have to do a few designs to explain it. So let's just use the total. The reason it's 9, I'm going to use it, is because every time you cross over one of these lines, you've crossed over a half space. So I'm going to say that all spaces, okay, have a value of 5 average. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals to 15, and 6, 21, and 7, 28. The cycle, 7 brings you 28 the cycle, 8 brings you 36, 9 equals to 45. 45 equals to the foxhole passage in the sun. The question is going around number 5 the sun or the moon? I'm not really sure which way to take it right now, but anyways, 58, a representation of the word 2, Venus. 85, a representation of the matrix. 8 by 5 is 40, and 13 equals 53. 53 is your electric company. 8 or 3. I before E except after seed. So in creation, this one will create 3, this one will create 8, and now we have the church. Raphael, and the 20th letter is the T. And in gematria, this makes the circumflex connecting both worlds together. 7, 6, 7. And we've gone over this number again. 1 times 6, letter A, 1 plus 6. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6. Right? 7, 1, 6. The F letter, the 7. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals the spirit of 76. I'm going to have to write it. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals 67. 7 times 6 equals 42. 7 plus 6 equals 13. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we missing? We're missing 5. The total is 55. The birth is 29. Birth. The total here is 84. Into the half world of Pluto through Mars, bringing on the Venus birth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you for watching this video.